So let's take a look. Now we're actually in secret territory, guys. So, none of you guys know the routes. No spoilers. We can figure them out. So if you guys want to install Trackmania, now's your chance. These are the current maps. You can play them, try to get your best times, and if you struggle, I'll teach you how to go faster. First thing I want to check out is just to see what this is about. Obviously an alternative, and maybe faster actually. It looks slower to begin with. Is it slower? Because you do get this clean drop down and an inside line. So I think this could be something. So far I have gained a few hundredths, but my start on the other one was not perfect. So I actually believe more in grass right now. And jump to the finish. But what about grass again? This is a lot more direct. Grass is faster. Almost certain. Almost certain. I think the mapper actually tried to make them pretty equal. But yeah, almost certain that a good grass is better. What grass? Well, the platform with the grass scenery. Yeah, no, like, I couldn't gain that with the dirt one, for sure. Oh, and this is nice. This is a multi-drift. So if you look at this, you get into a slide from the last platform. And the best strategy is just to continuously tap brake to preserve the slide. So you here hold right, and then just tap brake to always keep the car sliding. Missed. Oh, nice. Yeah, there's a trick here, guys, that I spotted a while ago, but I just did for the first time, which is to... Nice. In the downhill here, if you tap brake, you can air brake while the front wheels are in the air, and then they will dive down the hill and give you more grip. So like, I try to tap brake there for like a smooth, like, wobble down. Yeah. Do you have any crazy new pyramid facts? Well, the thing is like, I have been a proponent of the internal ramp theory for a long time. Where, essentially, to build the Great Pyramid, it has been argued that it would be very efficient to build it with an internal spiraling ramp going inside the pyramid as you build it. Because if you do that, you're not using a lot of extra material to build an external ramp. Picture just like a sandhill outside the pyramid. You're not using a lot of material to build a massive sand ramp outside the pyramid. Because you can just kind of use the bricks as you go along up the pyramid internally, right? But interestingly, that theory is kind of like less and less of the Egyptologists and like new thinkers, less and less of them actually believe that to be true right now. That's how they built it. And the reason is that while it's efficient, they haven't really found so many traces of it. And another argument is that if they did it for the Great Pyramid, it stands to reason that with the other pyramids built in the same time frame, they likely would follow that building method, but they haven't. Like, there are other pyramids which, you're kidding, I wanted 17. Which there's absolutely no way that they built with an internal ramp. You forgot to mention my sub. I didn't see it. Oh, like, thank you so much for the sub. There's a $50 tip. $50 tip, guys. I gotta enable text-to-speech and stuff. I'm so bad at seeing this. Bro, that's so kind. Yeah, I gotta enable TTS. Next stream, I'll have it, okay? I don't know how to fix the problem I've been having with it, but I will look into it. Thank you so much, iBail. That is insanely kind, man. And that's the 17 for you. That runs for you, iBail. Thank you. He says, Peepo cheer. We get our 17-8, by the way. Nice time. I guess Roderick's in the 0.6 already. Like, this was a good run, guys, but Roderick's probably 0.6. Well, let's see this. We have Vasco with a 0.65. I don't remember what my prediction here was for the pace, but I did say they would go down the hill rather than the dirt. No cut. And I don't know if they did this air brake shot I talked about, but pre-drifting for the jump. Oh wow, late drift there. In the end here, this is actually instructive. I drifted very early, but he waits a long time, just steering forwards right. Now what's gonna happen is that the car is gonna put these skid marks closer and closer together. So, and when they're fully connected, you can no longer drift. He waits till like the last possible moment, then taps brake to split them apart again. And with this, he just gets the most inside line with the most speed he can. Okay, cool. Next map. Map 2, Green Lane. World record by Tudutudu. There is some no sliding going on here. If you guys don't know, low speed grass and dirt, always faster to not slide until you reach 195. Pyramid enjoyers, handshake Trackmania enjoyers. Guys, what do you say we collab with History for Granite soon? I kindly invite History for Granite to join us on stream, and we talk about pyramid theories. We satisfy our curiosity. Should I ask him? I added him on Discord recently, so I do have the connection to make this happen. Will, of course, depending on that he actually would want to join, but it could be cool. How about you make him play Trackmania? We can make him try Pyramid Dory. That would be hilarious, actually. Let him narrate the next main channel video. That would also be very cool. Have like a guest. Some channels do that where they have a guest narrator. Ooh. The pyramids were in the news recently for these two guys who published a paper about there being massive columns beneath one of the pyramids. Did you guys see this? It was like very talked about in a lot of newspapers, like big find under the pyramids, huge pillars, kilometers below the ground. It's kind of written by alien believers. It wasn't very credible. A 699, I think I'm gonna stop here, although I could keep going, but it's probably only a tenth or so more for me to gain. Bobo 24/7 with the world record. I did not expect that much here. 0.3 gap in 2,000 spots is crazy. That's how simple this one was. 2,000 players within 0.3 of a second. Full no sliding. Blavok had a different line. You can check that out. But these maps, people criticize a bit that they were a bit, like the choice really, that they were a bit simple. So here, Blavok snapped earlier and took the entire road almost instead. Which really looks 100 faster on paper. If you consider his start gap here, maybe this is actually better. This is a pretty line to drive. The actual data is so noisy it's unreadable. Yeah, it's kind of like you have the what do you say? You have the fantasy of like the imagination of a toddler making like a really insane drawing. Something like this, right? Where you go red, big. You make something like this, and then you're like, bro, do you see the data we have in this research paper? It looks like there's a giant muffin underground with Skittles on it. Do you see that? Huge underground muffin. I'm not kidding. Like, it's like that level of research. Anyway, weekly shorts. This one is going to be an interesting one to edit. Good luck, editor. Reminder that I pay you for this. I pay you to trim down toddler drawings. Actually, I pay you to include them. Include it or you're fired. Executive decision. Smile. Do you guys think people still purchase NFTs? And they're like, any day now, bro. Like, it's been in the red for the past 4 years, but any day now, bro. I have the receipt. I have the receipt that I own this. Look, I own this monkey on Twitter. Bro. Any day now, someone's gonna purchase it for me. With AI art, the rise in NFTs could become valuable again? What? No, it's just gonna do the opposite. And NFTs were already, like, kind of pointless, but if you just... If it's all flooded with AI art, it's nothing anymore. It's nothing. Go left on start, go left on start. could try it. You could just drive on the grass, but this is slower for sure. This is indeed slower. Oh, wait. This is the last creative idea I have before I optimize. But it doesn't really line up with anything. As I say that... Okay, hang on. Another idea. Too low. Too slow speed. Top 6k is a very embarrassing score, guys, but I don't know. Oh, thank you. Okay, so it is there. I thought I was crazy at first, but I think it is there. Top 3k. Better. Go left at start, but it's slower. Unless you do the wobble, but I still think no speed. Wait. Wait. Oh. They're always right. They're always right. They're always right. Chat is always right. Never wrong. So, let me teach you guys this now, because action keys here again are going to get you a fantastic time. Quantum sliding. Okay, listen. It's actually no slide. Does quantum slide work with keyboard tapping? Yes. So I'll show this if I can get a good start. Okay. Clean slate. Forget everything I've said. So you land here, you steer to the left. When you're like here, snap and action key 3. And if you tap the steering, you can split the skid marks apart a bit and get speed from it. That's the idea we're working on. The things YouTube don't see. I've gotten too comfortable recording videos off stream, chat, so sometimes I'll try to start a sentence of saying a point, and then because it's not live, I just do another take, and nobody knows. And then turn around with the reactor is the idea. I'll do again. Let's try to get a clean run here. Alright, let's try to get one run to familiarize you guys with the map if you haven't seen it. So, like mid-map, I'll be like, yo, base, let me do that one again. And then just do another take. It's very silly. Being live, you have to like be eloquent with your words. It's different. Playing Trackmania like a MOBA is crazy. It's just the buttons that are available, like 1, 2, 3, etc. is taken by cameras, so... But it does feel a bit like you're casting an ability. 1597. Okay, I'm not gonna gain a lot of spots. I think the records here are completely insane already. Bobo with the world record tied though with Niak. Let's take a look. I think they all have the same. So we'll watch Bobo. They do this ramp cut and they do it better than I did. Wow. That looks like speed hacks. Does it not? This is the power of quantum sliding. You just instantly gain speed. Just huh, and then zoom. They quantum slide the entire turn. That is actually really nice. I missed that that's possible. Also, Niak jumping and getting the early inside line to the finish. Looks like Bobo's winning, but it's a tie because of Niak hitting the finish line sooner. Map 4, small hops. This looks like a royal map. The royal game mode has really just become weekly shorts. Yeah, it's giving royal, but no difficulty. This feels like also like a online server map in Nations Forever kind of vibe. It's got that like simple but fun to optimize style to it. So this, I'd say, is a really good weekly short. Although, you know, no puzzle here, but there doesn't really need to be one either. We get top 400. Not really sure if I can improve that easily. I'm feeling pretty maxed out here, guys. I think if I get 200ths more, I'll jump 200 spots. I think it's one of those maps where just a tiny improvement kicks you up the leaderboard so far, but it's kind of like there's not much going on. This map was really close as well, like 0.2. Everyone, like 1,000 players within that range, but it's just full speed. But let's take a look at number 1 Riolu fan. I really don't know who this is, like what their original account name is, but they're good. New Zealand, like I don't know. I actually don't know. That's just a really beautiful run though. Dragi's a teammate of mine in Fastest Way Only. Horrendous car skin, I must say. It's bordering on illegal. Yeah, wider jump, some more speed. Perfectly dodging the grass, and then here, maybe on accident taking a bit of the grass. It's slower, but could be if he touches that a little bit less. He gets that inside line. Stunt Hunt, map 5 of this week. Okay. Yo, this is probably a hard map if you're a beginner. Respect Nadeo for actually putting something wild. Okay, so we go down here. Oh, there's a new gap. You probably have to do this. For a good... Wow, you have to get it perfect likely for a good time. Mr. Olive, thank you for Prime. Twitch is Jake, thank you. Is there any clean way to go, like... Yeah, maybe it's that. Let me see. The thing with this, though, is it's so hard to get sideways. And not get the front wheels to go out to the right. Which is why I like this line more. Oh yeah, no, I think it's gonna be that. And then... You can get 14 something with this. Safe route faster, surely. Cannot be, cannot be. Oh, wait! I got wood grip! Dude, I got back wheel wood grip. That's probably really good. Unfortunate, unfortunate. It wasn't the best start ever though, so it's fine. Bro, that is so toxic. Okay. Okay, we didn't see that. The booster is bait. Which one? No, it's not. The booster's great. I mean, you can drop down though. Wait, really? Wait, I tapped out. Oh, it might be. I accidentally tapped out, but that was minus 1.2. What? No, but the booster's gotta be faster. Like, you can get some insane starts, guys. 173 though? To potentially gain. But you'll actually have less speed, wow. Okay, so the booster route just sucks. Okay. I think you dropped down, I guess. Because you see, I have like 30 more speed without. Let's set a goal for this one. I think 13 something is very doable. And maybe 12 actually with a really good jump. If you keep 40 speed through there, maybe it's 12. Do you like the maps this week? I kind of do, yeah. I think there's a little bit too much of the same stuff going on though. Like so far, I've done quantum sliding on 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 maps were just quantum slide as the main thing to do, which felt a little lame. Let me see. Oof. Let's respawn a bit and see if we can get it really good with like a different lineup. Because I think you can hit... Oh, this is actually... Whoa. Right. Okay. 12.4 no respawn timer is kind of cooked. Now get it again. It's gonna take like 2 hours probably. Hi Virtual, how is it financially going? I feel like our business is really in a prime state of being right now. Oh, that's fire. 12.4, nice. It wasn't 1246, 1249, but we got there. Just beaten by #1 Riolu fan. Curse you, #1 Riolu fan. #1 Riolu fan with 12.1 though, winning the week. Is it anything that... Oh, they steered instantly in the start. Whew. Okay, that I already missed, so I think I lost most of the start. And then jumping through... So clean. Let me just see where I actually even lost time. Yeah, I did the same as Shield Bandit, like a little bit wider. But this instant steer was fast, and then... Okay, yeah, I just lost... Yeah, you have to go through cleaner. But nice, okay. Not the most complex maps that week, but... The winner of the campaign was #1 Riolu fan, Bobo in second, Basco third. Kinda cool. Week 20 was a lot better though, so... Let's get into week 20.